Hey fan, it's me Aaron for a comic show. We got another great week of comics, some new stuff, some pivotal moments and things, and some of my fun cotton candy like nostalgic franchise stuff that was good. But talking about Rebirth, there's so many Rebirth books that are just solid. They're just solid books. I'm enjoying them as they come out each month, and the premise is good, the execution is good. I'm digging it. But I'll talk about some of the highlights. This week it's Trinity. It says Batman, Wonder Woman, Superman, Trinity. There's two covers to it, and it's Francis Manapul, who you probably read his New 52 Flash, and then he did a pretty cool run on Detective. And with this, he's doing the art, like I guess the entire art, and the writing. So yeah, that's what he does, and it was quite good. I liked seeing these guys interact, and the fact that this is a different Superman, it's kind of cool to get this interaction. It's not the same stuff done again and again. There's a new dynamic to it. And there's a weird twist at the end that kind of threw me for a loop. But again, it was pretty cool. Batman, we have the Night of the Monster Men. Part 1 and 2 is out this week. They're both out. And Batman is part 1, and then Nightwing 5 is part 2. So it's Batman 7, Nightwing 5. It goes straight from one to the next. It's the first crossover for Rebirth, and Bat crossovers are often quite good because they have great creative teams, and Gotham is a city. So it's a shared city, and here they're all interacting with the same threat. And this is not a spoiler. This is still speculation. It's Batman speculation that it's Hugo Strange is behind it. So we'll see. It's cool. I'm digging it. I like how Gotham is. I like the supporting characters. I like how everyone's in their proper place. And now we can have some kick-ass stories. And also, Justice League Volume 8, Darkseid War Part 2 is out, so you can get it all the way through issue 50 and the special, and get that ending. And this leads right into DC Universe Rebirth one-shot, which leads right into Rebirth. So Jeff Johns was seeding the Rebirth in his Darkseid War, and I really like Darkseid War. It was great. Moving on to Marvel, Civil War 5 is here, and it opens with a huge battle between the two sides, the two factions, and all the cosmic dudes are there. Like all Guardians of the Galaxy, you saw them at the end of the last issue. Now they're all fighting, and we see why the champions are forming. We see why the kids are leaving the Avengers. What is their problem? What is the impetus of that? And it's actually pretty cool. I couldn't believe they would really go there, like Carol, Captain Marvel. Like I don't, she's gone too far. She's gone too far. And Miss Marvel is like, yo, you're my idol, and now I don't agree with you at all. And Miles and Nova, and you've seen the team for the champions, and now I'm interested. Like, let's go champions. It's not just like Marvel's Teen Titans. They have a reason for being, and I'm ready for it. And also Spider-Man Before Dead No More. This is setting all this up. The Clone Conspiracy is coming that Dan Slott was talking about on Twitter that I ordered pretty heavy on. And it seems like everyone that's dead is back or coming back. We've seen that on lots of covers. We've seen the Sinister Six. We've seen Doc Ock. Who knows if they're going to be back in the story proper, but probably. I mean, they really shouldn't be making covers with, hey, these guys are back, and then they're not. But it's crazy. So we'll see what Jackal has planned and what's going on and whatnot. I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's kind of exciting. So yay, Dan Slott and Spider-Man. Moving on to some creator-owned stuff. 7 to Eternity, Rick Remender. I love me some Rick Remender. Rick Remender's my boy. Like, I like his voice. I like his cynicism. I like everything about the guy. I like that he's kind of a douche. Like, I love it. And he writes douchey characters really well. And Jerome Opina is the artist in here. They had a great run on Uncanny X-Force when they worked together with that. And yeah, this dude, the Mud King, kind of looks like Zorn, but so what? Deal with it. And it's the father in the book wouldn't bow to the Mud King. It's some fantasy craziness, and he had his ideals. He would not compromise, and the first compromise leads to all your principles and all your values going out the window. And the son's just like, let's hear the offer. What is this compromise you talk about? I can deal with that. Great book, great writing, great art. If you like Rick Remender, check it out. Britannia, this is a very strange book for Valiant, a very well done book for Valiant. It's kind of their prestige type format like they had for the Valiant and whatnot. It's Peter Milligan, it's Rip on art, who had some great stuff with Avatar, and it kind of has a feel of Avatar's Caligula in a way. It's back ancient Rome and whatnot with Nero, and it was cool. It was awesome. I really liked it. It seems mature reader. There's no mature reader tag on it, but it seemed pretty mature reader. And I guess the main character is going to be important to Valiant proper, to probably modern Valiant. But at this point, you can read this book without having read any Valiant book in the past, without any plan to read any future Valiant book, and have a really good story. So, cool. Ancient Rome, let's go. Black Hammer, number 3 is out. This is my favorite new indie book. Jeff Lemire is really killing it with this. It's its own class of awesome. I really like these Silver Age type characters and Silver Age tropes done with a modern voice with Jeff Lemire. And I don't want to say cynicism, but say like, okay, they kind of failed. They kind of didn't succeed in their huge crisis. Like perhaps the first big crisis, crisis of two worlds or whatnot, say the Justice League failed and weren't around anymore, to the point where humanity forgot they even existed or thought it was a myth. Where are they? Why are they there? How are they dealing with life there? It's awesome. I'm digging it. And finally for Image, The Wicked plus The Divine. It's a special 1831 set in Rome. If you're getting the book, seriously, absolutely get it. Like seriously, it's still Gillen. If you get a creator-owned book, you get all the books because it's the creator. The creator created this book, and this is a one-shot. You should read it. I can guarantee you it'll be collected in the volume. It's like volume 4 or 5 or whatever it'll be collected in. So if you're getting it single issues, get this one-shot. There's no reason not to. That's just how things are. With like Marvel or DC, you'd be like, oh, do I want this annual or this one-shot or this miniseries or whatever? But with a creator-owned book, the creator wants you to know what goes on in these pages. So if you're reading their book and you don't read this, you will be at a loss later on when this impacts that. Or else why would he even bother doing this one-shot? Moving on. Here is all the cotton candy, all the fluff, all the franchise stuff. Revolution, this is IDW, it's connecting all of the things. Like all the toys I played with as a kid from Hasbro and whatnot. It's Transformers, G.I. Joe, ROM, Action Man, and I think Visionaries is going to be part of it, and Mask, yeah, that craziness all together. And Joes have a reason to hate robots. So Joes seems like from this issue are going to be Joes versus robots, humans versus robots. So Joes put together a team of humans, maybe involving Mask, and go after them robots. So y'all know how much I love Transformers. I also grew up with G.I. Joe and played with all those figures. And it's fun to me. This is fun. One of the Transformers writers and Cullen Bunn jointly writing Revolution. So if you're reading any of those books or played with these toys and it excites you, get it. Street Fighter, really weird. 2016 September swimsuit special. I swear to God, it's a swimsuit special, like Sports Illustrated swimsuit special or the swimsuit specials they used to do, like Marvel did with like the X-Men and whatnot, swimsuit specials. It really is. Like, there's dudes in it too. It's not totally like objectifying the female characters, but I mean, it sort of is, for those pages. But there's dudes in it too, and a lot of great pinup art. And if you're a Street Fighter fan, that probably would appeal to you. But it's seriously a swimsuit special. So get a little nostalgia with your nostalgia. Moving on to Rick and Morty. Got Little Poopy Superstar number 3 out pretty fast after 2, and volume 3 is out. So if you're getting the collection, volume 3 is here. Come get it. Can't wait for the new season. Art coloring books. You got Attack on Titan this week and Bob's Burgers this week. It's pretty neat. I kind of like it. All the things that I like now have coloring books. So I can color, and it's fun. It's something I can just do to relax. And you know, if you haven't tried it, try it. You know, jump on the bandwagon. Like, hashtags and fads are there for a reason, you know, to jump on. So do it. Don't fight it. And finally, Haunted Mansion out in hardcover, and it was good, very well reviewed. It's Joshua Williamson, who did the book Haunted, so he knows a thing or two about haunted houses, and it's collected now. Sold really well in single issues. So those are the books this week. Give some stuff a try, and if you're local, come out Saturday night for the Geek Cheesy Dance. We're doing it for real, big, crazy lights, all technical difficulties fixed. I'm going to be here the whole night, Dance Up a Storm. It's not my birthday. It's just terrible music that you know all the words to, and you'll have a damn good time dancing and drinking to. I guarantee it. So Geek Cheesy, Saturday, 10 to 2 a.m. Be there, here. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.